bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to the Dead Milkmen today. Not the Dead Milkman, but the Dead Milkmen. Alright? This is track number 2 off of the record. Let me get myself in. This is track numero 2 off of Not Richard But Dick, the 7th album by the Dead Milkmen, released in '93. This one's entitled I Dream of Jesus. Let's go.
It was during my second senior year when Mom found Jesus Christ. His spirit was trapped inside an old Manischewitz bottle that Mom picked out of the dumpster behind the 7-Eleven. Mom brought the bottle inside and set it down on top of the TV. Then she told all of us kids to gather around. And then she explained how Jesus lived in the bottle, and how if she wanted to, she could call him out to do her bidding. Sis said it reminded her of an old TV show.
Gaming with Tom Mike says, this was back when punk still meant something. And someone says it most certainly did mean something. I know. I'm 15 and punk these days is garbage. And then Emma, the Swamp Witch, says, how's punk 4 years later? There's still punk rock people. I'm not even going to hate. It's just down to naivety. There's not necessarily punk rock, you know, just for like, this is a punk rock band, but the punk rock energy, the punk rock spirit, the punk rock values still live on through every single mean it initially lived on from, you know?
And Mom slapped her and called her a heretic. I didn't say anything, because I just still
I'm bold in saying that because I know it's true. I see it around me every single day.
remember that time outside the Safeway when I took 4 security guards to hold Mom down. Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the Bible tells me so. When I'm weak, he makes me strong, that's why I
Great chorus.
if I die before I wake, pray in my soul, okay, Jesus loves
Sounds like No Effects, doesn't it?
me, yes I know. It wasn't long before people from all over the world started coming to our house to see the bottle. At first I thought that this would make it
Very unique, the dissonant blong, dong, dong.
popular at school, but instead it seemed to have the opposite result. Kids would stop in the halls and point at me and say, there's the boy whose mother keeps our savior cooped up in that tiny little bottle. And then everybody started calling me Bottle Boy, and that really hurt. It was also around this time that Mom began to attract some pretty weird followers, like that guy who never used deodorant and spoke only in riddles, and that woman who collected 19th century handmade Amish swimwear. Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the Bible tells me so. When I'm weak, he makes me strong, that's why I sing this song. If I die before I wake, pray to me.
I like the tempo this band plays at as well. Just not like super fast and definitely not slow. It's a great tempo, man. It's a great tempo for songwriting.
My soul, okay, Jesus loves me, yes I know. Mommy, she loved Jesus, but not like others did, for she had a special bottle in which our Savior lived. Mommy, she loved Jesus, but not like others did, for she could unleash his vengeance by unfastening the lid. As the year went on, things went from bad to worse, and I realized if there wasn't a big change pretty soon, I'd never be able to get a date for the prom. I couldn't go the year before because Mom belonged to a church that considered dancing a one-way ticket to hell, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, by this point, Mom had appeared on The Richard Bay Show, AM Philadelphia, and Hurrah.
Some of my friends would consider this cowpunk, by the way, due to the nature of that snare drum.
So there was no
What do you
use
think
me
to that?
changing schools since everybody knew who my mom was. Also, we had to spend all the money for Mom's personal appearances to hire a bodyguard, since by this point, we were getting about 400 death threats a day. Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the Bible tells me so. When I'm weak, he makes me strong, that's why I sing this song. If I die before I wake, pray to me, my soul will take. Jesus loves me, yes I know. Then, one night, I just couldn't stand it anymore. While everyone else was sleeping, I crept downstairs. Slowly, I went up to the bottle and began to unfasten the lid. At first, nothing happened, but then the room filled with a thick, white smoke. I was glad my sister had taken the batteries out of the smoke detector to put near a Walkman. When the smoke cleared, I found myself face to face with the Son of God, who was much shorter than I had expected. He told me that since I'd freed him, he'd grant me one wish, and that's how I got to go to the prom with Gina Davis. But you've probably already read about that in People. Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the Bible tells me so. When I'm weak, he makes me strong, that's why I sing this song. If I die before I wake, pray to me, my soul will take. Jesus loves me, yes I know. Mommy, she loved Jesus, but not like others did, for she has a special bottle in which our Savior lived. Mommy, she loved Jesus, but not like others did, for she could unleash his vengeance by unfastening the lid. Mommy, she loved Jesus, but not like others did, It unleashes vengeance by unfastening the lid.
Very good. I Dream of Jesus. That wasn't a bad number at all, was it? I'm looking forward to the rest of the tracks. This has been easy listening so far, in the best sort of way. It's been fun to listen to. It's been my cup of tea. Let's keep on going. We got track number 3 coming up, which I don't know yet until I get onto it. See you then.